right? He became the TA for this course. And then we also have Senjie. He's also the TA for this course.
And this time I study in the
Regional revitalization.
Revitalization. And if you have some problem, I can help you. I do my best.
You'll do your best.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what I like to hear.
My name is
小可爱。
小可爱。
小可爱。可爱。Okay. And say something about your hobbies. Like, first of all, tell us which department are studying. Business. Some are the same department. So do you know each other? He's a senior, or you're just from the same course? Oh, I remember I asked you. You are from different classes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but then you are from the same department. Okay, go on. And what do you do as your hobbies in your free time? Ride motorcycle, traveling around.
Yeah, I see.
Okay. And how about video games? Do you play a lot of video games? Not. Okay, so your hobbies are more like going outside.
I play electric guitar.
Oh, play electric guitars are kind of professional. Do you think you're very good? Like how many years?
One.
Only one.
Yeah.
So not very professional yet,
Yeah.
but pretty good. Okay. Maybe next, the people who are here to help us out. The people who are here to help us out.
So my name is Kevin, and I'm now studying computer science and information engineering in Central.
The same department? Oh,
No.
He's my ex-roommate. No, we are neighbors.
Your neighbors. You're also from the Philippines.
Oh no, I'm from Indonesia.
Indonesia. Okay. Yeah. So you asked him to come over.
I told him to come. I didn't ask him.
He what?
He really recommended.
Oh, he recommended this course to you.
Yes.
Thank you both. Okay, so what do you do for leisure? What do you do like any retreat like in your free
Oh,
time?
in my free time. Maybe I sleep.
Sleep.
Yes.
You need some rest.
Yes.
So you are also in PhD program, no?
No,
Undergraduate.
I'm
Undergraduate. And how? What year? Like the
Fourth
fourth?
year. Fourth year.
4 year.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is your last year. Okay. I was thinking about taking another course on Monday because we do need some students.
Oh, students, I have work to do.
You have some other courses?
No, I have job in Monday.
You are what?
I have a part-time job.
Oh, you have part-time job. Okay, so you're kind of busy. But then still, you would like to take the course.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for coming by.
I study business computer. But you haven't of business computer. I like to play basketball, and I also watching some videos in my leisure time.
Good, very good. So do you know anything about regional revitalization? 地方创生知道吗？ Not really. Okay. You. Thank you. And then we just circle. Okay.
English name is Patrick.
Patrick.
And I study in business computer.
Yes.
And in my free time, I like play computer game and travel.
And travel too. Okay, good. So you are all in the same class, right?
Yeah.
The fourth year.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
My name is Tang Hao. I am in the 4th year.
Okay. Yeah.
And I start business computer. And my heart is drumming. The reason why I chose this course because complete this credit.
Okay, you need the credit. Okay. But then how about what do you say about your you say you like to travel or something? What do you like to do in your free time? 有空去做什么？ Oh, jogging. Okay, good. Exercise is always good. And the next one.
My name is Yohong Ye. Call me Harry.
play basketball, watch video.
Okay. So what kind of videos do you watch? It's like a drama, Western drama, or Korean drama, or Taiwanese drama, Chinese drama. Okay. So I think a lot of you like to play basketball, right? You have the same hobbies then.
My Chinese name is Alison, and my English name is Eric.
Alice?
Eric.
Eric?
I'm studying business computing. In my free time, I will watch video or play computer games.
Okay.
Yeah, or sleep.
Or sleep. I think in your group you probably, because you play video games for too late and then you need more sleep. Is that the reason? 因为玩电脑是玩太晚，所以就需要更多睡。
Yeah.
Sometimes, okay, good. And 红旗，潘红旗，okay.
I'm from the town of and ocean journey.
不知道什么系，生物体，什么系？海洋工程航海啊，造船哦，因为 OK， 因为你们系现在有改造船机。And the fourth year or the third year, the fourth year. Okay. What do you do in your free time?
YouTube.
Watch YouTube. And also what?
Twitch.
Twitch. What is Twitch? Is you send message to people? It's also like an online game.
No.
Is it like an online game? I have no idea what Twitch is.
Other people
Send
play
message.
video.
For cat? What is that about? So what are the subjects? What are the main thing? 是一个什么样的游戏？是有什么？就是网络 networking。
It's just like an online platform for live streaming.
这是玩游戏的。It's some kind of game, but it's about cats. 是有关猫吗？不是。About so people chat with each other, right? The trainer, so there will be some trainer and train something, train some people.
Streaming platform where people live stream, like they play online games and they live stream their games, and some people would watch their games like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like people are playing games and you're watching them play games. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's Twitch.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
online platform. Yeah, it's like YouTube.
Sorry, I didn't play computer game and I don't watch. Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you very much. So do you know anything about regional revitalization? 地方村 a little bit. How come you know a little bit? Were you in any class that we taught, or did you go anywhere about regional revitalization? 有修过任何相关的课吗？或者去过任何的地方吗？ You studied before? What course? What class? Which class did you take? Just the same one. And this is 地方传学 Are you 地方
I like playing computer games and fitness in my free time.
Good.
Thank you.
So do you know anything about regional revitalization? 地方创生了解吗？
I think
还行。Okay, good. So is this your first class?
Yeah.
The first item class. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, we possible. So first of all, we're going to separate into 3 groups. I do strongly encourage this group to be separated into 3 small groups. I mean, you have to separate with each other, so I don't have to be always with each other. I do like you to know people from different places. So that would be one thing we do first. And then we'll move on to talk about this idea. And after we talk about this, I'd like you to also give your opinions. So you will spend some time doing the research online, and then after discussing with your group members, and then you have someone come over here to share what you've learned from the internet or from each other's discussion. Okay, so in this class, you are expected to not just listening in English, you have to speak in English too, all the time. Okay? 大家明白吗？首先，without really knowing about it, just make a guess. What regional revitalization is? Regional means a place, especially a local community. And revitalization means that to make it live again. Okay, so what can be regional revitalization? 所以地方创生到底可能是什么？ If we just make a guess, what can that be?
Maybe
studying with Mandarin.
振兴某个地方的经济跟观光。
So to try to promote the economy of some place and also the tourism there.
Yeah.
Right. The economy, 经济 and also tourism. Okay. Good. I think that's a very good introduction. How about group number 2? Who's going to say something about it? I think you already know, right? Digital revitalization. But then you want to share with who else would like to share?
No.
Who's going to say it? Yes, what is regional revitalization?
让这个在那个地方有进步啊，或是他们一些赚钱的机会。
This is easy, just say that in English. Yes, you're right. So probably you can, they can have some job opportunities there. So young people would like to come back and then they come in there. Good, very good. How about this group? Who's going to say something about regional revitalization? You're nodding your head all the time, so probably you know the answer. You're nodding your head, so probably you know. You can start with Mandarin.
重新打造这个地方，让年轻人回流的。
Okay, so try to make this place a new place, and then invite the young people to come back. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. I think you all made a very good guess. Without just talking about the meaning of without going further, you already have the rough idea what the regional revitalization. The reason why they had this idea is that they were facing the same problems that we, the Taiwanese society, is facing now. That is, we have an aging society. What does that mean by saying aging society? What does that mean by saying aging society? So it's an aging society. Aging, A-G-I-G, aging. Maybe you know what is aging society? A-G-I-G. A where? It is an aging society. That means that the people there are getting old. So Japan had the problem first. Like I always say this as an example. I went to Japan like 4 years ago. I went to their rural area. We talk about urban area and the rural area. Okay. We talk about urban area and the rural area. Urban area is like a city, but the rural area is like countries. So I went to a rural area in Japan, and then we would like to take a look at the scenic spots there. 我们去一个乡下观光, and then the driver that drove the car to take us was an old lady who was like 80 years old, and then she was driving so fast. We were so scared. I was worried that she probably will crush the car and we would all be killed in the car accident. But then that's not the end. When we finally went to it's not really a hotel, but it's like a house, 一个民宿, a house. And then when we finally went to the house, and the owner came over to welcome us. She was even older. She was 90 years old. 就是来开车这样子 young people there, only old people are left, and then they cannot support themselves. They need to do some very tiny, trivial jobs to support themselves, and the young people are not there with them. They're gone. But does that also cause some problem to the urban areas? Just if you have ever seen the photo, I think that is a very shocking photo. One photo showing that in Taipei, I think there's a specific a bridge or something. All the motorcycles there are waiting for the red light to turn to green. And when the foreign tourists see the photos, they are shocked because it's like mountains, seas of motorcycles there waiting. So, but then that is the case in Taipei because so many people are living there, and that's why the traffic is bad. If you ever go traveling in Taipei, if you're taking MRT, it is okay, but still, the traffic there is much worse than what we have here in Kaohsiung, right? So, what can be some other problems in the urban areas? We talk about the living space. We talk about traffic. What can be some other? Yeah.
Not too much activity, job activity,
Right. Yeah.
and too many trash.
Yeah. I think that's right. But then with that, outpacing births for the first time, having fun. I'm trying to find out what you young people are thinking. So, how many of you think in the future you probably will have babies? Please just raise your hand. 就是你觉得未来你会愿意生小孩的，请举手。Just raise your hand. Don't be shy. Only one, really? 2, 3, 4. I mean, in the future, you may have babies. Only 4, really? 5. Okay. Then, just for fun, okay? It's not like, oh, I give you a promise I'll have babies, and later I don't have them. Oh, sorry, I cheat. I lied. No, don't worry about it. So I just having fun. Tell me, why would you like to have babies, or why would you not like to have babies, okay? So, you don't raise your hand, right? I didn't raise your hand. Why don't you want to have a baby?
麻烦。
Two troublesome, right? Two
Yeah.
troublesome. And you raise your hand, and it is very troublesome. Why do you still like to have a baby?
Because they're cute.
They're cute. Babies are cute. They're cute. Why do you want to have one? Too much money to try to raise a child. How about you?
No money.
No money. See? Actually, I asked the same question to my students. The same question like 5 years ago. Only half of the class said, "Oh, they would like to have babies." Another half said about the economy there. How about the culture side? Culture preservation. When we talk about regional revitalization, what can we do to preserve the culture there? How can culture be preserved through regional revitalization? Here's my question. How these two make connection? How is culture preservation connected to regional revitalization? When we talk about regional revitalization, we say, oh, we want to bring the young people back. We want them to have some jobs there. We want them to help the economy. We want them to stay with their family. How about cultural preservation? Think about it. How is culture be helped or be preserved? You may even give some example and try to speak English, okay? I do believe that you have very good answer in Mandarin. Mandarin 就是国语啦, I do believe you have very good answer in Mandarin, but try to say that in English, okay? 林边 in Pingdong County, and not everyone there is indigenous. Then what do we mean when we say preserving the culture there? What kind of cultural things can we do there to help them preserve? 就是如果不是原住 say something, or how about you? Maybe. Sorry. The culture preserving the culture. What do we mean?
To someone to learn the culture, then protect the culture, and pass on the culture.
Do you know the other two groups over there. Do you know any specific example? 有没有比较明确的例子？可以 say something about one local community is trying to preserve the culture and they successfully did that. 就是有很成功的说，他们把那个社区文化保留下来的，有没有这种例子？Any community has done that successfully?
会做讲那个，
好，现在
就是
做
传统文化，
一些传统文化。
被烧王传，因为它必须要传宗接代，一代一代下去，然后让子传，然后来一代，
Yeah.
对，所以它需要一代接一代下去，
Right.
断掉之后我们来。
Yeah. So he's talking about religion, right? Religion. 就是宗教，就是 a spirit like the burning boat, and the festival of burning boat, and in Pingdong, in Donggang, in the Xiaoliuqiu, they burn the boat. I think that's every 3 years they have this festival, and then that is kind of cultural. The culture is deeply related to religion, but it's still because they all live in the fishing village. Living in the fishing village, sometimes they rely a lot. I don't know, rely on God's will. If they go outside.
I think example is in winter workshop. I know example is a local place. The old man using a grass in Chinese is 定草 to make something product for back or neck. But this traditional skill only old men will know how to do it, but young men didn't know how to do it. So the young people to make this skill to keep going.
Yeah, right, very good. So that is kind of skills, right? Traditional skills. In the old days, people made money by making that kind of net or mat or something. I don't know exactly.
So maybe like I once went to Keelung Music, yes, and I found a place named Symphony. Yes, and I guess like they use the old train like that, and they have like traditions where they fly the lantern in there and they sell it to other people.
Worship. They fly the ladder to worship or something.
I'm not sure.
What's the usage of the ladder?
I don't know if there's writings in there. I mean like visualize and things like that, and they slowly to the sky.
You went to Shidi, right?
Yes, and also the people there, an old street there that is like really traditional buildings,
Yeah.
and they sold many things in there, and I guess it's found as like revitalization.
Exactly. I think that's also a very good example. I don't know if you have ever been to Shidi or Jiufen. They are flying the lantern. On the lantern, they roll down where they are. Okay. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon. So the example that we are going to explain is a cacao farm for regional revitalization in Taiwan, in Yunlin.
Probably we need you to type the example in Chinese. You know the example, right? You type the example so that we can see the photos or the words describing. And you go ahead.
So there is a technology entrepreneur called Ying Hong Sen. So he from Yunlin and he has career in China. He went in China, and when he was retired, he plans to build a cacao farm.
Cocoa garden. Right.
For around, he invests around 300 million NTD. Yeah, and it's really big in there, and it is in Yunlin County,
Right.
and then from there he's asked a lot of young people
Right.
to come back to Yunlin,
Local young people.
to the rural area to help them plant the cocoa, to distribute them to production.
Okay, so what kind of problem they were facing there before he had this garden? What kind of problem they were facing?
So in Lynn, a lot of young people have left there and go to the big city like Taipei, Kaohsiung,
Yes.
etc.
What does that to do with the cultural preservation?
Well, actually, if it got cultural, I guess there's no things like this.
Not really. So cocoa is not a traditional economical industry. Is was it?
But the weather in Lynn is really suitable for the cocoa to grow up.
He was like the first one to try this, or he was just trying the old ways, following the old ways.
I've done some research on it, but I guess before there are people who plant it, but not as big as this.
Okay. I think that's a very good example. Although they hadn't done too much research to find out if that was about cultural preservation. But you do see that because one person creating this industry and he hired a lot of young people, especially the local young people, so they were helping to promote the economy there. Okay, very good. Good example. Thank you very much. Okay, and CB.
Yeah,
Taiwan CB is a kind of fish. Okay.
and they use AI technology to build the parts of the world. And then because the technology of the world, so they be famous, and the minimum price, the demand will increase.
Okay.
And when the demand is increased and cause young people and return to work.
Right. So can we take a look at the website? Okay. So did they? I mean, this area, did they used to have this kind of business, the industry, before they started this? 就是在这之前就已经they use AI. So how about? So in the old days, they were using some traditional ways to breed the fish. 就是以前是用传统 to feed the fish, but now they're using AI. So that is a successful example. And what does that have to do with cultural preservation? 跟文化有什么相关？ Traditional industry, okay. Okay, probably will not say it's about cultural preservation, but it definitely is an innovative way to change or to modify or to create the industry, the business, to make the business better. Okay, that's a good example too. And also that is unique. So now we can see that unique is really some place that needs a lot of regional revitalization. 小琉球, okay. Uh-huh. How do they make the sea turtles come back? What did they do to make the sea turtles come back? You didn't find through that is your example. Okay, the water pollution. I think they tried to ban. They didn't allow people to go fish between a certain distance. Right. Yes, right. Okay. How about cultural preservation? Okay, thank you very much. So let's just take a look at the 小琉球 as an example, especially type a sea turtle coming back. 海龟回来小琉球. If you type the keywords there, you probably see. I think that's a good example, especially if you have been there. So you know that before, maybe I don't know how many years ago, there were no sea turtles, or probably there are much fewer sea turtles there. But then the people there think this is not good. They really miss the good old days, because in the good old days, they could swim in the ocean with the sea turtles swimming by their side. So they would like that kind of things to come back. So they started to ban the fishing, especially the amount, I think it's 3海里吧, 3海里吧怎么说了, 3 miles. And then because they banned that, then there will be no nets in the water. When there's no net there, where there are no nets there, the sea turtles wouldn't be tangled by the nets. They would swim freely in the water. So the sea turtles just come back to have food there, to enjoy either their lunch or their dinner there. And when the sea turtles come back, the tourists come too, because we people like to enjoy the water there, like to enjoy swimming with the creatures there. So the tourists come back, and of course the people there are getting a lot of money. They are making